Okay, support live, please.
Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Table Talk with Kimi. And today we have a very special guest. Today, our guest is Fizzy Deweasel.
Please don't do the sound. Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, I'll do it later. Jangan risau.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Fizzy Deweasel, sila introduce diri anda. I know you lah. Personally, I know you. Tapi the people out there might not know you. So, cuba cerita ke sikit. Cerita.
Cerita. Okay. Assalamualaikum. Thanks for having me. My name is Fizzy. Nama sebenarnya Muhammad Hafizuddin. Just call me Fizzy. There's so many Hafizuddins out there, so many Fizzys out there. Hence why the Fizzy Deweasel part. So if you see anywhere inside the game that's Fizzy Deweasel, yeah, that's definitely me. Tak ada orang lain dah. Dah check. Dah cari dekat US, dekat Brazil, hanya ada satu Fizzy Deweasel.
Yakin lah?
90%?
90%. Boleh lah.
Yalah, baru tak best lah kalau kita punya nama contohnya Yasuo 10 0010 and then you have so many other Yasuo 10 0010s out there. Yeah. So wait, what was your question?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, right. I have the memory span of a goldfish. Unfortunately, minta maaf. Okay, so like I said, I've introduced with my name. I like rice. Do you think people will be interested in that?
Probably. Maybe if you're still single.
Okay, no then. Married, so no. I like League of Legends. I've been playing League of Legends for more than 10 years. I've been a part of the Garena punya beta for Southeast Asia and have been playing daripada North American punya server. Tak beta, bukan beta. Unfortunately, it's not beta. But I do have the pack skins to prove it. So just to show you how long I've been playing League of Legends. But however, I'm not that good. I'm horrible. If you want someone to teach you how to miss CS, then, well, look here. I can teach you how to fail miserably in League of Legends.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, me and Fizzy, we went way back lah. Especially during the years of our League of Legends, betul tak? I think it's before the era of kita main league kan. I think so lah, maybe perhaps. Anyways,
maybe perhaps, I don't know. We're getting old. I don't think we even remember what year was it.
Most probably back in the 1960s. Anyways,
zaman Mahathir PM yang pertama.
Okay, zaman Mahathir PM, yeah, true. Okay, so for those of you out there might be wondering why we invited Fizzy right here. So, I would like to introduce to you one of the OBs and also a OB director for Wild Rift Asia. So, I present to you Fizzy Deweasel.
Oh, what was that? Something. Oh.
Yeah. Magic hands.
Technically, I only OP'd for Sea Champs and summer season, fall season for Malaysia punya Wild Rift under ESL. So yeah. So Asia is kind of really not, it's kind of big. I didn't really go Asia. I didn't go to India. I didn't go. Yeah. You get my idea. You get my point.
Yeah. So okay, since you're here, kita nak tanya lah sikit kan. When it comes to macam bila orang tanya OB ni apa, kan? Orang ramai tak tahu OB ni apa kan. Bila kita tanya OB ni observer, so dia just cakap, takkan kau just duduk tengok je. So cuba ceritakan sikit lah OB ni macam mana.
Okay. So dia macam, okay, kita bagi example paling senang. Sebab mesti semua orang, okay, tahu Kimi tak minat bola sepak, tapi dia tahu bola sepak je berarti. So mostly majority of Malaysians semua tahu bola sepak. So bila kita tengok bola sepak, mamat yang kawal kamera tu, mestilah dia kena laju nak tangkap bola kan. Dia dah kena expect, dia kena tahu bola sepak. Dia tak boleh jadi observer ni, dia tak tahu pasal game tu. So jadi cameraman untuk bola sepak mesti dah tahu macam mana permainan bola sepak berlaku, betul tak? Bila
Betul.
dia pass, lepas tu dia tengok tu, dia tengok the gameplay itself, dia pun dah kena pandai-pandai agak. Bola tu akan pergi ke mana sebagainya, dah kena block tu semua, dia kena pandai-pandai tahu juga. Dia kena tahu pasal game tu juga. Dia tak boleh, for example, dia tahu pasal bola sepak, lepas tu dia pergi observe rugby contohnya. Boleh je, basic cameraman mestilah ada, tapi when it comes to actually observing inside the game itself, kita akan jadi blur. So sebagai contohnya, bila kita kawal, kita jadi observer untuk Wild Rift, lepas tu dia jadi observer untuk MLBB, game dua dekat sama, 5 lawan 5, siapa pecahkan base dulu menang.
Betul.
Objektif sama. Tapi cara bila nak kawal, bila nak tahu, nak tengok kat mana dulu. Awal-awal ni kita kena fokus kat siapa. Kat tengah-tengah nanti, masa team fight, kita kena fokus kat siapa. Kalau tiba-tiba ada orang offside ke apa, semua tu observer kena perasan. Sebab kalau kita sebagai observer tak perasan, orang-orang dekat rumah yang tak perasan, lagilah tak perasan. Yang dah perasan akan tak puas hati. Kenapa kita punya OP ni pergi tengok tempat lain? Kita nampak dekat minimap tu ada orang tengah nak pecahkan base. Tapi kita punya observer pergi tengok ada makhluk kecil baru spawn. Orang tak kisah. So observer dia kena pandai bercerita. Bila dia tunjuk tu, dia ada cerita dia. Kenapa dia tunjuk kat situ? Lepas tu dia akan pergi ke mana? So bukan sesuatu macam cameraman sahaja. Dia ada skills dia ada game knowledge dia ada banyak benda yang memberi kepada dia punya faktor untuk yang dimasukkan menjadi satu observer yang bagus.
Okay.
Ya. Dia.
So dah tanya lah kan, since kita tahu, I know you but the viewers tak tahu lagi, so kita ceritakan sikit. You dulu OB daripada zaman League of Legends, betul?
Betul.
So apa rasa perbezaan OBing daripada League of Legends dan masuk pula Wild Rift? Even though konsep game dia macam tadi hampir sama, but tapi platform dia berbeza. Apa macam orang kata the difficulties dia?
Okay, so bila I have been observing for League of Legends since 2015, 2016. Zaman DLC, The Legends Circuit. Zaman ada tournament dekat cyber cafe. Zaman boleh keluar, pergi ke mamak dan minum ramai-ramai. Itulah. So zaman tournament ada kat sisi lah, senang cerita. So masuk okay. League PC punya observing. For one, you use a mouse. Lepas tu dia punya settings semua memang dah set ke dalam client dia sendiri, dah masuk ke dalam game itself. So you don't actually have to worry about how to control using a third party punya app ke apa dan sebagainya. Also, League of Legends games are locked. I mean, compared to Wild Rift lah.
Yeah.
Janganlah compare dengan Dota. Dota lagi-lagi sekarang ni, siapa nak tengok Dota, pergilah tengok TI. World class players. Lepas tu League of Legends pun tengah berjalan dia punya worlds dia at the same time. So you want to know how professional players ada TI, ada League of Legends. Ya, kalau tak tahu, I mean, there's a huge difference between solo queue and professional play. Do check it out. And then, League of Legends, when you observe those games, it's much slower. Yeah, you can take your time. Okay, bila let's say there's going to be a fight in the belah tempat lain, dekat tempat A. Sekarang ni kita tengok dekat tempat B. So kita dah lama akan perasan benda tu sebab satu map dia besar. So bila kita nampak contohnya jungler dia pergi top lane, kita dah nampak daripada jauh, okey dia nak akan pergi. Okay. So kita dah boleh prepare lagi awal. Kalau Wild Rift pula, satu map dia lagi kecil. Walaupun kita nampak okey jungler lepas ni pergi top kot. Tapi because the the map is smaller. The jungler is going top lane. You're thinking, okay, he might be ganking top lane, but because of the smallness of the map and the high pace of the game, in just a split second, he would just be thinking, you know what, let's not gank, and then just go mid. And then 5 seconds later, for all you know, dia pergi masuk dalam enemy punya jungle camp.
Mhm.
So you have to be much more, no, it's not pedantic, apa, kena lagi-lagi memberi perhatian dalam Wild Rift. Kalau dalam League of Legends boleh lagi, memang kena memberi perhatian. Tapi bila Wild Rift ni, kita kena lagi peka. Kita tak boleh macam, okay, sekejap, okay, kita tengok, dia pergi tengok jungler, okay, kita tengok bot lane, lepas tu kita biar kejap, okay, main phone. Tak ada masa, leave PC dulu sempat. Jangan beritahu siapa-siapa yang kerja Garena dulu, mati lah kalau semua orang tahu kan, observer kita main phone. Padahal sendiri mengaku kan, okay, tak apalah.
Tak apa, kita
Tapi ya,
menganggap tu apa, kita bercerita daripada pihak ketiga lah. Kita nampak orang buat lah kan.
betul tu, betul tu. Kita tak bersalah.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, to summarize, League PC, you have to be attentive and everything. Sama je observing and reading Wild Rift. But the controls are different, and game knowledge wise, you actually have to pay attention to the whole meta drafting, who is strong, who is weak, which lanes you have to pay attention to. All those same factors in both games, but they're way different. So you actually have to pay attention to what's new and what's not powerful and
Mhm.
shit. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright. Okay. Kita ada masalah technical issue sikit kat sini. Kita kena pause kat stream ni. Sekejap je. A few minutes.
Okay.
Alright. Lepas tu kita akan kembali sekejap lagi. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the technical issue just now. Anyways, so habis nak tanya kan. Since kita dah tahu you start daripada zaman League of Legends and then after that you jump into Wild Rift, apa part yang you rasa susah nak adapt since dia punya satu is PC satu punya mobile kan? Apa yang susah nak adapt tu? Part mana paling susah nak adapt? Is it the controls ke? The system ke macam mana?
Yang paling ketara, controls. Sebab kita dah terbiasa main dengan keyboard, dengan mouse. So, everywhere your skills dah biasa, kita dah pakai jari kiri untuk skills and your right hand for, targeting and such.
Yeah.
And then not to mention, kita dah biasa panggil the skills QWER. You start going into Wild Rift, you say Q, people who have never played League and heavily like, Q tu apa? Because they don't have QWER. It's first skill, second skill, third skill, and then ultimate. So we start going QWER to Wild Rift players who have never played League PC. They'll be, like I said, they'll be like, Amanda too. So it takes a little getting used to actually saying first skill, second skill, third skill, ultimate, or just remembering the name of the skills. Okay, that's number one. Secondly, the muscle memory. It's not really something small. It's actually a very big thing. You're used to actually just skills on the left hand, targeting everything on the right hand, and then by going into your main dekat phone, you're stuck with I actually have to aim, like press and target instead of moving the cursor. Kita dah biasa. Contohnya main Ezreal, you use a third skill, phase shift, dash, twing. Once you use your first skill, your mouse is already there. So all you have to do is just press that button, skill dah keluar, right where you wanted it to be. But once it's in Wild Rift, you actually have like, okay, press the third skill, and then the first skill, if your enemy is going to be someone who dashes around or has a mobility skill like Vayne, like Lucian, and they have godlike reflexes, the moment you cast that spell, dia boleh dodge macam tu je. In Wild Rift, you actually have to aim as Ezreal, as Blitzcrank, unless diorang jenis memang, I am lazy today, I don't want to move, I'm just gonna that's it. Kau aim skill mana-mana kau nak kat aku tak akan mengelak, aku tak nak flash, aku that's it. And then in that case kita tak payah aim, kita just tekan. So that's the second one. The third one, and to me this is like something that needs to get used to and I'm having difficulty with, is adapting with the meta, adapting with what's powerful, adapting with, okay, ada patch baru masuk je, dah boleh macam tahu, okay, champion ni yang akan jadi kuat, champion itu tak kuat. Okay, apart from the usual buffs and nerfs, kita sendiri tahu, okay, contohnya Ezreal kena buff, then obviously Ezreal punya win rate akan naik. You don't need the numbers to know that. It's more to knowing what the meta will be. Macam for example, you have contoh in the previous patch it's the tank meta, in the next patch it will be the assassin meta. Contoh. So for League of Legends, you have so many other key opinion leaders, influencers, professional players that you can actually just go to the stream and listen to the opinions and people covering on what's going to be OP. But for Wild Rift, we don't have that many key opinion leaders, streamers, professional players who actually create those content on a very regular basis. Ada. Tapi maybe diorang punya content tu bagus, tapi cara penyampaian diorang macam so orang nak tengok pun macam ataupun maybe orang tu cara penyampaian dia sangat bagus, kita tengok macam menarik, tapi lepas tu tengok apa benda dia cakap,
Cara kosong lah.
10 kosong. Dia cakap macam patch baru, benda-benda semua benda merepek lah senang cerita. Tak ada benda bagus kita boleh ambil. Semua merepek saja. Cara dia sampaikan bagus tapi benda dia cakap tu merepek. So itu dia punya kekurangan sikit. Those three things I think susah sikit nak adapt from League of Legends to Wild Rift, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to our next question lah kan. Macam biasa kita tengok orang semua kalau when it comes to e-sport industry ni, oh I want to be the pro player, I want to be, the playmakers. So what makes you, or have you ever experienced macam apa, that kind of pathing before, then you jump to OB? Oh, berpeluh
Can
agak
you
ah.
simplify? Can you simplify that question for me?
To simplify, what makes you choose? Not to say what makes you choose, why are you following this path rather than trying for macam kau kata
As a professional player?
as a professional player or any other apa, professional e-sport related scene, maybe an analyst, a coach, or
Okay. So to give you the most straightforward answer,
Mhm.
why I become an observer instead of anything else is because the opportunity was there. I've been observing for League of Legends banyak sebagainya, and then a pathway opens up for me to become an observer. So I took it. The end. Simple as that. But to give you a more complicated answer, there's a big market out there for becoming coaches, for becoming good managers and competent analysts. It's just that I myself, if I was good at the game, the macro level and the skills, then you would actually see me playing on an international level and mengharumkan nama Malaysia pada peringkat antarabangsa, unlike a certain two organisations yang mewakili Malaysia dan hanya menang satu game, not talking about the other one. Tak apa, we still love you. We still love you.
It's okay.
On
Let's keep it apa orang kata, jaga tak apa, tak berburuk orang lah kan. So kita let's keep the organisation unknown.
Yeah, but still, the whole point is because I'm just not that good. It's just that simple of an answer. I'm not that good to be able to keep up with all the professional players in Malaysia in terms of macro level drafting and in-game skills.
Mhm.
To be honest, I do think macam my communication skills and just uh, teamwork level is there, but it's the rest. You can't just have these two and then mengharapkan. I think I can. I have a good car. I think I can go into masuk Ferrari F1. Just because you have a car doesn't mean you can go into F1. As I always say to lots of my friends and to Kimi yesterday, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Okay, just because you have a car doesn't mean you can. Just because you can play Wild Rift, you have reached Diamond 1 doesn't mean you can be a professional player, and you should. So
Hmm.
there's your answer on why I'm just an observer. Kau saja sakit hati aku kan.
Dia sebab aku tanya tu sebab aku sayang kau.
Okay,
Okay
apa
lah.
lagi?
What makes you jump into gaming lah? Is it like because of passion ke? Is it because of macam mana?
Oh, obviously it's passion. Obviously it's passion. I've been playing since what I was 4, 5. Tapi masa tu technically it wasn't really considered a game lah. Masa tu mana ada game sangat. Kita main apa? Main sweeper, pinball, paint.
Wait,
But still,
why do you include pain as game?
it's still a game. If you have the imagination, it's a game. If you don't know what you're doing, it's not a game. So I
True.
still consider it as a game somewhat. And then there's also all the interactive games for children, macam Reader Rabbit and stuff like that. So I've been gaming for a very long time. So I feel like this passion of mine, I can actually make it into a career, and I made it into a career for myself that I did. So I'd be lying if I say I wasn't proud. It's just that, sometimes
I
it
mean,
would be
we
nice.
did see your name doing apa on TV last time during
Yeah, but it was so
yeah.
much better kalau masuk ke TV3 and then your prime minister will be like, wah, ini semua nama wira-wira negara, and then all of a sudden you have one calling you, let's say, you are Malay, for example. Yeah, controversial topic. Let's move on. Never mind. Let's go back to esports. Let's go back to
Let's
esports.
go back to esports. Let's go back to esports. Let's not stray too far from it. Anywho,
Yes.
let's keep that topic for tonight. Let's keep that topic for tonight. Just among us.
Tak
Anywho,
nak.
okay.
Kalau among us nanti, apa? Itu
Very
tak.
sus, very sus.
Very sus, man. No.
Okay, anyways. Okay. One thing I know that you are involved with AMG.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh. So
Hmm.
we know that AMG is like a what esport team, esport organization or group. Cuba cerita sikit.
Excuse me. Okay. Um, itu salah satu aspirasi organisasi kami lah nak menjadi satu esports organisation, salah satu nama-nama besar bersama dengan bosku Toda dan sebagainya. Tapi aspirasi sahajalah, nak mendapatkan untuk dengan nak menjadikannya satu reality itu benda lain lah. But basically AMG is after midnight gaming. We're a bunch of gamers. We're a bunch of friends who play mostly the same games depending on what's trending. And we've been gaming since 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. I don't even remember because back then they were called Team After Midnight, and then they rebranded into After Midnight Gaming. So we're basically something I don't know how to actually categorize it tau sekarang ni, sebab yang itu kita kena tanya kita punya big boss yang sekarang ni sangat busy dengan oil and gas dia, so nak dapatkan jawapan yang betul daripada dia tu susah sikit, nak jumpa dia pun susah, so itulah. Tapi basically kita orang we have streamers, we have professional, well, we want to make them become professional players lah. They play they enter tournaments, they carry our name and then mengharumkan nama kami walaupun hanya on the grassroots level. But at the very least, on some cases and games, when you actually say the name After Midnight Gaming, people will go like, oh yeah, tak pernah dengar. Just like that lah. Janganlah pergi tanya level tinggi sangat. Pergi tanya budak kat Singapura ke apa, dia orang tak tahu. So, target kami kat Malaysia dulu, lepas tu besar ke Singapura, lepas tu kita cover kat Brunei, East Malaysia, itu nantilah.
That's future plans lah.
Apa dia?
Future plans lah kiranya.
Yes, the future plans and something that we cannot disclose padahal I just did. So
maybe not lah kan, orang kata macam tu.
You heard it, nothing from me.
Yeah, last question before we end the day. Okay, do you think education is important in the esports?
I'm getting fat.
We all are. It's okay.
But let's go back to your question. Kau saja macam, oh my god, tengok. Aku dengar soalan tu saja aku terus. Education and esports wow, ya Allah, apa hal tak tanya terus je. Adakah esports boleh menjana ekonomi negara kita pada dalam masa 3 tahun lagi ke apa? Why not lah kan?
Okay, why not lah? That next question lah kan.
I'm kidding. Okay, let's go back to on the education side and esports. Okay, good for you. I have some background on education.
And that is why I asked.
And I have some background in esports, so you can actually combine the two. Boruto. Okay. Specifically, what do you want to ask when it comes to education on esports? Do you want to talk about organization level or community level or players, managers, or the masses, government. There are so many levels of education that what exactly do you mean by education, if you don't mind
Um,
explaining?
how about when it comes to the players?
Players dulu, okay.
Hmm. Because
Okay,
kan kita we
thank
see nowadays banyak orang like I'm just gonna skip school become pro player things like that, you know,
mm,
that kind of mentality. What's your take on it?
okay. So before I actually give my opinion, let me just bagi tahu dulu that I am not someone who has, a very strong standing in the esports industry. I'm not a key opinion leader. I am not an influencer. I am not someone who whatever I say don't ambil dan like anggap macam those are word from God, because it's not. I'm just a humble observer yang banyak terlepas first blood. Okay, so education when it comes to for players, okay, don't fikir
Hmm.
macam dia orang boleh jadi power in that level of esports lepas tu terus jadi pro player, tak payah fokus on studies. Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Okay, so my opinion is that I do think that to some extent, kalau dia dah memang power, skill dia mantap macam Michael Jordan of that specific genre game dia yang dia main. Kalau dia memang dah power, power yang antara terbaik di dunia, kalau dia punya pembelajaran dia tak berapa power, memang obviously lah kalau macam tu
Hmm.
better dia focus on esports. But for people who are not that talented, but at the same time they're not that smart. Should I use smart or intelligent? What do you
Either
think?
or, either or.
Either or. Okay, what I'm trying to say is orang yang kalau belajar tu ambil masa lebih sikit baru dia boleh tangkap sesuatu konsep. Kalau nak belajar pasal sejarah, dia kena baca 3 kali baru dia ingat pasal sejarah. Contohnya. Okay, those people who have average level of intelligence, average level of skills, for those people, I would advise stick to education. I meant fokus kepada pembelajaran. Memanglah kita boleh jadi pro player dan kita boleh masukkan berjam-jam untuk praktis. Tetapi education itu satu benda yang masih lagi penting. Lagi penting lagi daripada jadi pro player ke tidak. Kita tak nak kita pergi ke 7E beli barang lepas tu kena tipu macam tu je tak. Betul tak? So benda-benda itu I know it's a bad example, but it's still an example
Is an example
nonetheless.
nonetheless.
Yeah. So when it comes to education for the players, just because you can become pro players does not mean that you can just forsake your education. I'll give you one example that what's happening right now in the esports industry. All these younglings,
Younglings, eh?
yes, younglings, because we're there masuk 3 series. Shut up. So
I
all these younglings
I have a
yang dah
young soul,
macam
okay?
fine, they have the skills. That's good. They have the knowledge on how to play the game. Good. They have the communication skills. Good. Tapi kalau, for example, I take that kid, gantikan my spot right now in an interview. Do you think that kid can carry himself in answering your questions to a certain point yang dia tak ada macam macam tu lah bang, saya rasa boleh menang. Yeah. Itu, that's what I mean by how important it is. How education is very important. Which in this case revolves around the organisation themselves lah. Dah ada orang professional esports organisation kan. You have to train all these kids. All these kids yang dah power semua benda ni. Itu pun penting juga. How to conduct yourself in an interview. How to carry yourself to answering questions. How to properly stand, somewhat menjawab lah. Bila orang suruh cakap macam orang tanya soalan, jawab. Janganlah jawab macam, bang, abang busy tak bang? Mesej pukul 1 pagi.
Macam
Hai.
experience je.
Mestilah based on experience. Hang ni janganlah mesej pukul 1 pagi, semua orang nak tidur. Tunggulah the next day. Pukul 9 pagi ke 10 pagi ke. Ini pukul 1 pagi aku tengah syok tidur, tiba-tiba kau mesej aku. Dah bang, abang boleh coach tak bang? Oh. Benda-benda macam tu lah. Benda-benda macam tu yang generasi sekarang tak fikir. Mereka tahu macam, oh tak apa, saya dah power. Saya punya skill dalam main Mobile Legend, dalam PUBG, dalam wiring, saya dah power. So, saya tak perlu benda-benda macam tu. Saya boleh mesej siapa-siapa pukul 2, 3 pagi, tak kisah. Benda-benda gitulah. Hence why I am, nak repeat lagi sekali, how education, not just any form of just skills, communication ataupun, what do you call that, kalau begitu, how to conduct yourself tu.
Yeah, ethics.
Ethics, yes, ethics. All these things need to be educated into our professional players. Young to old. Ada juga orang tua ni kan. Politik. But still, yeah. Anak-anak muda kita kena ada benda-benda begini untuk memajukan lagi isukan negara. Terima kasih. Oh, ya Allah.
Okay lah. I think apa kita punya berapa lama
Dulu jawab soalan. Ingat aku ambil jawapan tu daripada bontot aku ke. Tak, aku fikir weh. Tak nak bagi macam taik lembu kan. Faham kan?
Okay, tak apalah. Anyways, since I believe tu je time yang kita ada untuk hari ini. So, Alhamdulillah kawan ada. So, I think this is where we have to bid goodbye for now. Okay. Okay, we'll see you guys later in the next table talk. Bye.
Thank you.
Sampah buang.